You're sitting in a University of Pennsylvania lecture hall, third row from the front, when a recruiter from Goldman Sachs walks in. You weren't planning to go into finance. You were economics, vaguely interested in policy, privately hoping something would figure itself out by senior year. But the recruiter doesn't look like someone who let things figure themselves out. He looks like someone who decided early that he was going to be one of the people the world moves around. He says one sentence that ends the conversation before it begins. He says Goldman pays its first-year analysts more than most people make in 5. You submit your application that night. You get the offer 6 months later. $110,000 base salary, bonus eligible from day one. You screenshot the email and stare at it for longer than you'll admit. You are 22 years old, and your parents have never earned that number in a single year, not either of them. And the weight of that lands on you in a way you can't quite categorize as pride or pressure. You take the job. You move to New York. You pay $3,200 a month for a studio in Midtown that is barely large enough to deserve the word apartment. And you don't think twice about it, because the money makes the math work, and the money keeps coming. Then the hours arrive. Week 1, you leave the office at midnight and feel almost heroic about it. Week 4, midnight is when the second wind starts. Goldman's own junior employees surveyed themselves in 2021 and reported an average of 95 hours a week. The firm read the report. The firm kept hiring. You work through it because everybody works through it, and because the year-end bonus drops somewhere between $50,000 and $90,000, and because total compensation pushing $200,000 before you're 23 is an argument that silences most doubts before they finish forming. But the analyst 2 seats from you disappears one Thursday morning, and no one mentions it. No one looks up. You file that away somewhere and keep building the model. 4 years in, you're an associate. Base is $175,000 now. Bonus runs $100,000 to $175,000, depending on your group, your year, your deals. You are clearing somewhere between $275,000 and $350,000 annually, and you manage a team of analysts who are exactly who you were, running on the same fumes, making the same quiet calculations about what they're trading away. The difference is that their mistakes land on your desk. You redo the model the night before the pitch without telling them, because the morning call cannot be wrong, and because protecting them is also protecting yourself, and you are not entirely sure when those two things became the same thing. You tell yourself VP is different. VP is where you get room to breathe. You have been telling yourself that for 2 years, and you are starting to hear the repetition. As vice president, you are no longer executing. You are selling. Base is $250,000. Bonus lands between $200,000 and $400,000. Total compensation crosses $600,000 in a strong year, and you have become, specifically and unmistakably, a revenue target. Goldman promoted you because clients trust your face, because you close, because the bank needs someone to carry the relationships, and that someone is now you. You fly to Houston on Monday morning for a meeting that lasts 55 minutes. You are back in the office Tuesday by 8. The managing directors above you track your numbers with a precision that feels surgical. 1 flat year is a data point. 2 flat years becomes a conversation. And you have sat in enough of those conversations from the other side to know what they mean. Managing director arrives around year 11. Base between $400,000 and $500,000. Bonus anywhere from $500,000 to $1.5 million on a good year. And you have by any external measure made it. But Goldman employs over 40,000 people globally and maintains somewhere between 400 and 500 partners. You have done this math in your head more times than you can count, usually at night, usually alone. Most managing directors never become partners. Most of them know that by their 2nd year at the title. Most of them stay anyway because the comp history is real and the next chapter is comfortable. But also because leaving now means admitting that the thing you were climbing toward was never going to be handed to you. When the partner call comes, it comes quietly. A closed-door process, a committee that reviews and decides, twice a year, no application, no appeal. Base between $600,000 and $900,000. Profit sharing, restricted equity, and distributions pushed total annual compensation to $3 million, $5 million, $10 million in a strong cycle. You are no longer an employee. You are the institution. Goldman Sachs was founded in 1869 by Marcus Goldman, who sold commercial paper from a basement on Pine Street in Manhattan. It survived the Panic of 1907, the Great Depression, Black Monday in 1987, and the 2008 collapse that ended Lehman Brothers and nearly ended everything else. Your name is now part of that line. Your decisions move markets. Your calls anchor deals worth billions. And yet you are still in the office past 9 on a Tuesday, and the hunger that drove you into that lecture hall at 22 is still there, sitting quietly behind everything, dressed better now, but no smaller, waiting to see what you do next.